Hi, I'm Astrid. Today we are going to be doing a Yin Yoga practice. Yin Yoga is really good to increase flexibility, to calm the nervous system. Today we're going to be doing a short class. We're going to be using two blocks or something similar. We're going to be using a bolster, or if you don't have bolster, something similar like pillows or cushions. Okay, I hope you enjoy and let's begin. Very good. So now from here, we are going to start with the bolster. So we're going to grab the bolster, we're going to put it behind our back, and we're going to be using the blocks right here. So we're going to go into butterfly pose. So we're going to bring the sole of our feet together, and we walk the blocks under our knees or thighs to help us to rest the legs. And I will suggest to have a little bit of space between your lower back and the bolster. But if it feels right for you, like it feels right for me, you can always have that bolster against your lower back. And we're going to lay down. And we're going to open the arms, the level of the shoulders. And we're going to close the eyes for a moment. So just take a deep breath through the nose and exhale deeply. Just finding the space in your body and in your mind. And you always can play around with the arms if you want to walk the arms over the head and then open them up a level of your ears. You can go ahead and do that. Or you can walk your arms closest to the sides of your body. So we breathe and we let go. So we're going to be here for 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. So allow your hips to rest, your lower back to open in this pose. And your chest also will open, will expand. So anything that you brought into your mat, maybe you can put it aside just for an instant, just for these minutes that you're going to be with yourself. And if your neck is not comfortable right now, you can adjust. You can have a little blanket underneath your head, or you can have another block or something similar underneath your bolster to make the bolster a little bit higher, and that will help. So we're going to try to visualize the eyes and our heart opening at this moment. looking everywhere in your inner world. And just watch how you feel and how you're doing or what's going on within you today. Feel the expansion in your heart and notice that air that's going through your nose. And whenever we're ready, we are going to walk the arms closest to the sides of the body if you don't have any in that area. And then we're going to help ourselves. We're going to close the legs. Okay, so just press your feet on the ground. If you need to move a little bit your lower back away from the bolster, feel free to do that. Keep your palms facing down earth. Feel your feet on the ground. Breathe deeply, exhale deeply. And then whenever you're ready, please sit up and cross your ankles. Move the blocks unless you need them under your legs to have a little bit of more space on your hips, or if you need to sit, feel free to have the block underneath your glutes. So we're going to cross the ankles and we bring the hands on top of the thighs. We close the eyes and we notice how our back is doing. We keep the back straight, shoulders down. Connecting with the present moment. And then from here, we're going to grab one of the blocks and we're going to place it closest to the side of our hips. And we're going to walk our elbow, right elbow or forearm on top of the block, okay? And then we're going to inhale, we're going to lift our left arm up and we're going to reach over the head. So it's trying to keep your back straight and your back open. Try not to curve the spine or lean towards the right knee. We want to keep the heart open, our chest open, and we breathe in here deeply. And if your neck bothers you, you always can look in front of you or you can look down towards your right side. So I leave it up to you. So we stretch on the left side of the body. You can always bend your elbow a little bit. The one that is in the air, the left elbow. And then we come back to the center. And then we move the block to the other side. Bring your left elbow on top of the block, and then we bring our right arm over the head, and then we stretch our right side of torso and ribs. Keep your right leg down towards the earth. And keep that back straight and chest open. Remember to relax your face, your jaw. And we release slowly. Great. So now from here, we're going to move into puppy pose. So we're going all the way towards all fours first. And we keep our legs 6 inches apart. So my knees are underneath my hips. And then we walk our hands to the top, towards the top of the mat. We're trying to keep our elbows off the ground and bring our forehead all the way on the mat. So if you need a support for your head, you can always grab the block and place it underneath your forehead. So see how it works for you. So here you can breathe through the mouth. So we inhale through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. We can just have our ocean breath, ujjayi breath. So we allow the heart to rest. Couple more deep breath, ujjayi breath. Perhaps if you want to close your lips, you're going to feel a little contraction at the back of your throat as you doing that sound. Very good. So now from here, slowly, we're going to lay down on our stomach. We're going to release the toes. Extending your legs. And my hands are over the head. My elbows are underneath my shoulders. Your legs could be apart or together. So I like to keep them apart a little bit, hips distance apart. And then from here, we look in front of us and we breathe through the nose. This is a nice pose to do for our heart and back and kidneys. Breathe deeply. Slowly release. Bring your forehead on the ground. You can bend your elbows and walk one hand on top of the other one and rest your forehead or your third eye between your eyebrows on your hand and relax the entire body. See how your bottom, your lower back relax when you consciously decide to relax, right? See how it feels. Relax your legs and breathe. So just remember that with Yin Yoga, we really want to calm the nerve system and everything can work properly inside of us. Our organs, our digestion, the way we think, the way we operate in our lives with friends, with relationships, yeah, with our emotions. So we want to be in contact with that serenity. We accomplish that when we just let ourselves be through the breath, doing these stretchings, gentle stretch. And then slowly we're going to release the pose. So I'm just moving my bolster away from me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back towards the elbows and we're going to walk our right arm under the left arm. Yeah, so my left arm is going to be on top, all the way on top on the right one. So I'm crossing elbows as much as I can. Of course, be gentle with yourself. Turn your palms up and you can rest your shin on top of your left arm. And if you have a block, you also can trying to place the block in front of you, the way it works for you. And then you can rest your forehead on the block or on your arm. So this is really good to open our shoulders, to create more space, all this stress that we carry in that area, in the body, because work, because our thoughts, worries. Maybe you can just have a thought in your mind. For instance, I'm letting go of stress. I'm letting go of pain on my shoulders. So anything that you really want to release today. Or simply just enjoy the sensations in your body. Make sure your lower back and your legs and bottom, they're relaxing. Very good. And now please slowly release the pose. And we're going to go right away into our other side. So we go back towards the elbows, underneath the shoulders, and we're going to walk our left arm under the right one this time, and our right arm is on top. Okay, and then we use the block, if you want to rest your forehead. Make sure the rest of your body is relaxing. Please slowly start releasing your arms. Take your time in here. Release your block. And right away, go into child pose. So this child pose that we're doing today, we're going to try to keep our knees and feet together. If it's too much for you, you need a space, you always can keep them apart just a little bit, just to give yourself more room, okay? So, and then we're going to walk the arms closest to the sides of the body. We bring our forehead all the way on the ground, and if you need to use a block underneath your forehead, please grab one. Relax in here. You also can have a blanket or another block between your heels and hips. So let go of your shoulders, drop them down. And breathe into the back of your heart. And then whenever you're ready, please release. Notice how you're feeling. And then we are going to sit down on our mat and we carry our legs in front of us. So here we're going to go into Paschimottanasana, forward fold pose. You can also use the bolster under your knees if you want. I can show you how it works, and then you can try. It could be bolster or pillows or anything similar. So you bring it under, okay? And we're going to bend forward. So we're going to grab the ball of our feet or heels, or you can just rest your hands closest to the sides of your body, okay? So here we relax for a moment. We're trying to lengthen the spine a little bit, yeah? At the same time, we're resting. Feel free to do this pose without a bolster if you want to have a little bit of, a deeper stretch. If you need to rest your neck, you can always grab a block and put it between your legs, the height that you like, and then rest your forehead on the block as well. So you just want to be very comfortable and let gravity to do these stretches for you, and unwind, relax. Very good, and please slowly start releasing the pose. Take your time. Maybe have another deep breath and exhale deeply once you sit up straight. Then we're going to let go of the bolster. And then we're going to lay down in our back. And we're going to bring our knees towards the chest. And hug the knees, massage your spine side to side. And then bring your knees back, wide your knees. And bring your arms towards the inside of your legs and just rest your arms against your legs. Keep the breath going. Very good. To bring your knees back towards your chest, hug them, open your arms. We're going to end the practice, these movements with a twist. So we press our feet on the ground, we move the hips to the left side, and then we bring the knees back to the chest and we drop the knees all the way to the right side. Trying to keep your knees together and look over your left shoulder if it feels okay for you. You can extend your arms like a capital T, or you can bend your elbow like a cactus shape and look over your left shoulder. Just find a nice twist. This is really good for your spine, for your organs. It helps to release toxins, to align your spine. and improves digestion. So breathe. And then slowly walk your knees back. Get yourself towards the middle of your mat. Press your feet on the ground. Notice how it feels for a moment. And now we move the hips to the right side. Bring your knees back towards your chest and drop those knees to the left side. Look over your right shoulder or towards the ceiling. And then slowly please come back to your center. Bring your knees back to the middle of your mat. Notice how your body is doing. Walk your arms closest to the sides of your body. You can stay here with your feet present on the ground, knees apart, or if you want to walk your feet towards the sides of your mat and bring your knees together. Make sure your entire back and lower back is on the mat, shoulder blades as well. You also have the choice to go into Shavasana, extending your legs towards the end of your mat. And I'm going to give you the last option is to sit down. Like I'm going to sit down in crescent pose, lotus pose as a form of meditation. And feel free to do it for 5 minutes. So close your eyes, wherever you are at this moment, in your back or sitting comfortably. And relax your entire body. Remember, this is a time for yourself. You deserve it. Remember that it's always about you. When you take care of yourself, you can be a friend, be a wife, be a mother, be a daughter or son, or simply be you. Notice that connection that is happening with yourself with capital S. Notice that love that you are receiving from something bigger than you. And then you can share that love with everyone in your life. Yoga helps us to remember that we are not this body, that we are free beings. That our reality is not here. This is a dream. This is a dream, an illusion. Find a natural breath. Life force. And connect with that. Stay here as long as you want. Thank you so much for joining with me today and have a beautiful day. Namaste.